Okay, my name's Marley Bostic, like she said. We're students from ACU, we're doing nutrition. So for a quick second, I'm just going to talk about eating disorders, which it seems like that's not a big deal, especially in high school, but it's more of a big deal in high school more than you realize. From one of the researches called FEAST, it talks about binge eating. Do y'all know what binge eating is?
You eat until you can't eat.
Okay, yeah. So it's a little bit like that, and it's like after you eat a lot, like you'll go into a fasting state, and then you'll do excessive working out, and you work out like once or twice a week, or a day, not a week. And then there's called anorexia nervosa, and it's failure to maintain a healthy body weight. So that's where you hear about people like making themselves throw up, or they fluctuate, which means like they will gain more in 1 month and then lose a lot the next month, and it's just not regular. And then there's bulimia, which is eating large amounts and then not having control over it. And so 9th through 12th grade and high schoolers, there's 13% girls and 17% boys, which is higher than girls, that actually deal with binge and purging. And purging is like binge eating. And then 50% of girls see themselves as overweight, and then 80% of kids try to lose weight, like go on diets and stuff. And especially like at y'all's age in high school, and I mean even in college, you shouldn't really go on strict diets just because you're still growing. And so one of our main things is we actually, whenever Casey comes up, she's going to talk about like the healthy benefits of food and how there's different types of bacon that you can eat that's healthier than the other types of bacon. And so our main thing to tell y'all is like food isn't the enemy. Basically, a lot of kids like think that you have to like not eat a certain amount of food and you can only eat probably like 10 pieces. And so that's our main thing we're going to talk about is we have a quick story to tell y'all. One of my friends, a close family friend actually, she struggled with eating disorders and she had to go to rehab for it, and she's my age, and she's 20. And so it's bigger than you actually think. And like even if you don't think that you deal with it, you can start seeing kids like throwing away like half of their food, or they skip lunch, or they only eat like once every 2 days. And so just being mindful of it, and like, I mean, if you see a friend that's doing that, just call them out on it and just say, hey, what you doing? Where you at? So basically that's mine. So we'll move to Lisa. Lisa will do her part, and this is our other partner.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Lisa Hervey, and I'm going to talk to you today about the importance of maintaining a healthy diet now at your age. And I like to think of it as preventative maintenance. It's something that you can do now so that as you get older, you won't have any problems in the long run. And what that means, preventative maintenance, is everybody, when you're in high school, we're all very concerned about our physical appearance and our endurance. And when you eat proper nutrition, for example, instead of drinking a Red Bull or any of sugary drinks like Mountain Dew, if you would substitute that with like Gatorade or a fruit-based drink, you will see the difference in the long run. It will maintain your health. It will help you feel good about yourself. It will help boost your self-esteem. People don't think when you're at this age, you think, oh, it doesn't really matter, but it really does. And it's so important for you guys right now because you're on the tennis team. And for example, instead of eating something like, if you eat carbs, that boosts your energy. But also, a lot of people didn't know, if you ate one apple, a medium-sized apple will increase your endurance and your energy, and it will balance you along. It will balance out your metabolism. Okay, it will balance you out. Say like with I'm getting tongue-tied here. I'm sorry. Say like with a sugary drink. You can drink that and you'll have a high and you'll have a lot of energy. But if you eat an apple, you won't have that. You will just maintain. And it's just so much, it's easy to do. A lot of people think, well, if I eat good, it's going to be expensive. I really can't do it. You can take apples and put them in your backpack. You can even have bananas. I prefer the organic ones, and let me tell you why. In our local stores like Walmart and Target, they are starting to do that. In H-E-B, they're starting to have organic produce, and the bananas are really cheap. Well, I prefer the organic ones, but any ones will do, but I tend to think that they have a little bit more flavor and they're sweet. And it's just something that will help maintain you now. Another good drink that you could try, although I don't know if they have it how locally, they do have it at the natural grocers. But like I said, at Walmart, you can buy a lot of things. But at natural grocers, they have a drink called wheatgrass, and that's really good. It's good for your teeth, it's good for your skin. And girls, if you are interested in facials, you can look into things like that. You can put the wheatgrass on your face and it clears up acne. And it also is good for your teeth, and it'll make you smell good too. Yes. So it's these things that, especially girls and boys, you think, oh no, I don't want to do that. But your appearance, this age, is very important, and these things will help you. They'll help you look good, and they'll help you feel good. And what we've done today, we've brought some samples. We brought some Gatorade and some granola snacks. And also, we do just want to encourage you that, like, when you go into Walgreens, look around. Start reading labels. That's so very important. You want to try to stay away from things like high fructose corn syrup, because in the long run, it's really not good for you. Diet sodas that have like aspartame, you know, that's like putting battery acid into your system. So I've been told in a food science class that I had. So just these small things that when you add more fruits and vegetables to your diet, you will be able to see the difference in your skin, your hair, your nails, and how you just feel all around. So that's my encouragement, and you know, we'll be here later to answer any questions you might have. Thank you.
Okay, I'm Casey, and I play tennis. Hi. I play tennis actually at ACU. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the sports aspect, and even if y'all aren't going to continue playing tennis or sports throughout your life, you might find yourself working out later on. So, okay, the first thing for athletes that is really important is you need to make sure that you have enough of your 3 macronutrients, which are protein, carbs, and fats. And so which one do y'all think is most important?
Definitely.
Which one? No, which one?
Probably the protein.
Carbs. Proteins? Carbs. Okay.
Maybe.
Which one?
It's probably one of the 3. But
Okay, well, a lot of people are misled and they think that protein is what athletes need most of, but it's actually the carbs, so good job.
okay.
You need 65% of your diet needs to be from carbs. And then also what's really important is hydration. You need to make sure you're hydrated before, so drinking about 2 cups 30 minutes prior to your activity, and then also during and after. And when it's hot outside, you're losing a lot of sodium, so you need to make sure you have electrolytes that replenish it. And in terms of Gatorade, a lot of people just drink that like every day, like they're going on life, but it's really important for the athletes. And you're only really supposed to drink it if you're doing more than 90 minutes of exercise. And for food, you need to make sure that you eat foods that are high in nutrients and low in additives. And for your carbs, you can get it from fruits, veggies, and whole grains. And then your proteins, you want to stay with the lean meats and the fish, eggs, and dairy. What I like to do, if before I'm eating, I usually eat 3 hours, like a good meal before then, and then a snack usually before, and then afterwards I like to eat usually a protein bar because they have a lot of carbs and protein, and it replenishes the glycogen stores in your body, which you lose when you go through strenuous activities. And this is a Cliff Bar. Do y'all know what a Cliff Bar is? Do y'all like
Eat 'em.
Okay, I had no clue when I was in high school. I didn't know till college. So these are filled with protein, and you need to be careful though on the sugars, because a lot of the protein bars, they go up in sugars. And I know Cliff Bars, they have 21 grams of sugar, which is kind of high, but they also have a good amount of protein. And I know there are other kinds of like Luna Bars, and a lot of the girls on our team like Quest Bars. But I have a little game for y'all. So I have two options, and y'all have to choose which one y'all think is healthier. And I'll go really quick because I know you're about to leave. But okay, do you think pork bacon or turkey bacon is more nutritious?
Turkey.
Okay, it's actually pork. I thought it was turkey.
Come on, guys, come on.
I know, I kept hearing turkey like all the time, but pork bacon is actually better for you. It has the same amount of calories, but it has less sodium. Okay, yeah, salt. Okay, plain yogurt or light yogurt?
Definitely plain. Only
Light.
you gotta get the essentials.
Okay, it's plain.
Okay, come on,
Well,
guys.
Light has fewer calories, but it's actually filled with more artificial sweeteners, which are proved to be bad for you. Okay, multigrain or whole grain?
Always go with the whole. The
Okay,
essentials.
yeah, whole grain is better because it has more fiber and vitamins and minerals. Okay, and then the regular Jif Creamy or the reduced fat?
Regular. Always you want your fat.
Regular.
Okay, yeah, it is the regular because it could because the reduced fat contains more carbs, sodiums, and sugars. The McDonald's Big Mac or the Burger King Whopper?
Definitely
Okay,
McDonald's.
that's correct. Both are probably not that good for you. But okay, which one?
The Big Mac.
McDonald's.
McDonald's is fake food.
Okay. McDonald's is actually the healthier choice of the two. It has 200 less calories than the Whopper and about 20% less grams of fat. Okay, last. Okay, French fries or tater tots?
Definitely French fries. You gotta eat them.
Tater tots.
Okay, the tater tots are better for you. They have half the calories and half the fat as the French fries. Okay. Do y'all have any questions about nutrition or
What is the best food?
food? Well, it's really important for y'all to have a variety of food because you don't want to stay with the same foods. So have your veggies, of course, and and fruits, and then protein.
Do you eat eggs whole, or do you eat the concentration thing?
You mean the egg whites or the...
No, do you eat like the actual eggs, or do you get like one of those?
The egg beaters are mainly just the egg whites, I think, right? Yeah, well, eggs do contain a lot of cholesterol, which is why the egg whites are better for you. But I feel like if you're an athlete, you also need all the protein, which the yolk, which has the cholesterol in it. So there's good and bad from the whole egg.
Alright, thanks, Casey.
You're welcome. Alright, and so we have Gatorade, and y'all can get that in cups if you want. And then we have, this is the white chocolate macadamia nut, so I guess if you have a nut allergy, you shouldn't eat it. But y'all can take a sample, and thank you for listening.
No problem, Casey.